Hey guys, this is Alex, and today we will be reviewing the Rival RB11 bag gloves. Stay tuned. So Rival is a Canadian boxing brand that's been around for over 10 years now. They make all kinds of boxing gear from hand wraps, mouth guards, punching bags, jump ropes, focus mitts, anything you can think of that is boxing related, Rival will make them. These are the Rival RB11 Evolution bag gloves. They're some of their more highly rated bag gloves. Personally, I've used them for 8 months now, and they're still my favorite and go-to bag gloves. This is the second version of the glove. As you can see here, they have a V-strap Velcro system, which Rival developed. The purpose of this new Velcro system is to create a more tight and secure fit around the wrist, which actually does work. It does feel more secure compared to just a regular Everlast or even Cleto Reyes bag glove, training gloves that just have the standard Velcro system. So let's talk about the weight of these gloves. Now these gloves don't sell by ounces like you would see most gloves sell. Rival has a different philosophy for their bag gloves. They choose to go with protection over weight. They feel the protection is more important than actually the ounces you have in your hands. So that means they have figured out a way to make a compact glove fit and give you the absolute protection while still keeping it lightweight. Now this does have good and bad things about it. The good thing is that it's lightweight and it's very durable. So this glove will last a long time, but because it's lightweight, you won't get as intense of a workout if you're trying to build up your power or try to build up your endurance. These are very light. And let's see here the actual weight. The left glove weighs only 12.685 ounces and the right glove weighs 12.632 ounces. So they're identical with each other, which is great. This is amazing for any type of training glove, but they are relatively light. So the design of this glove is very interesting. It is completely synthetic. There is no real leather on this glove, but it is very tough and very durable and high quality synthetic material that they use for this glove. There is a 1.25 inch of closed cell form and latex padding that gives a great feeling protection when hitting the heavy bag. That's what gives that nice good pop from my experience from using these gloves. So the entire glove design that you see here is fully embroidered except for the wrist. Here it says Lock 2 logo. Everything other than that is fully embroidered, and like I said, I've been using these for 8 months and there's no fraying, there's nothing wrong with the glove after all this time. It is very comfortable. I can make a fist pretty easily. There is mesh on the underside and a grip bar. The mesh helps with breathability and it is very high quality. So let's talk about the design flaws for this glove. There's honestly very little negative things I can say about this glove. I mean, it does its purpose very well. The issues that it does have, well, the suggestions that I would make on this glove, one would be if Rival would to sell these in weights, in ounces, instead of sizes, that that would be great to still get that same protection, but have different options for ounces to get a different kind of workout. Along with this thumb, this thumb here is attached, and you can still make a good solid fist, but if that thumb was unattached, you can make a very, very good shape of a fist. And these gloves were developed by Rival with the intention to feel like old school bad gloves, which they would have been perfectly on that if they could have detached the thumb. They do make the RB50 model, which is actually a lot cheaper than these models, almost half the price. And I have heard good things about those, but personally I have never tried those gloves, but I do plan to. So let's talk about the purpose of this glove. These are intended for the heavy bag, and they work on the heavy bag very, very well. You can use them with mitts. I have used them with mitts. I haven't had the greatest experience with them because of that dense foam. It is really hard to feel those punches connect with the mitts with these gloves in my experience. And you can also use these on the double end bag, which they do work very well with on the double end bag. What you cannot use these for any reason at all, is for sparring. These are way too light and they're way too dense. Really, really tough gloves. You will break someone's nose or crack a jaw. These are tougher than Cleto Reyes gloves, which I've used as well. So I have a couple of gloves here to compare the RB11s to. The most obvious glove to compare this to right now is the RB10, the Rival RB10 bag gloves, which are the ones most people compare, which is what I compared when I was deciding to buy these two. Ultimately, I got both. The RB10s were a gift, but the only difference between these two really is that D3O technology, which I'll explain what that is when I do a review of the RB10s. But the RB10s are $180, which is about $50 more than the RB11s. And they feel the exact same, other than that D3O technology, which personally I don't feel the difference. Along with many of the people that have reviewed these RB10s, they don't feel that difference. And on top of that, the RB10s for some reason hurt my knuckles every single time I use them. Every time I've used them on the bags, on the mitts, even on the double end bag, they just hurt my knuckles. I wrap my hands the same way. I've used gel pads and these just don't fit for my hands. The other gloves here I have to compare is the Cleto Reyes training gloves. These are a 16 ounce, actually 19, but when I do a review of the Cleto Reyes, I'll show you the differences on why the weights are so different. The Cleto Reyes is the same problem I have with RB10s. They hurt my knuckles badly and they're very roomy. So personally, I prefer the RB11s over both of these, and I have a pair of RB11s here in white, just to show you what the white would look like. Now let's do a demonstration of the gloves. So here you can really hear that pop when I use these gloves, and they feel very lightweight when I'm hitting the heavy bag. The heavy bag I'm using here is a 100-pound Everlast with the C3 foam technology around it. So it does feel very comfortable when I'm hitting it, almost like if I'm not hitting anything. So let's talk about the feeling of this glove. I've given some examples on how this glove feels, but overall it feels very great, solid, extremely comfortable. I do strongly recommend you use these gloves with hand wraps. I don't know where that comes from, where people ask, do I need to use hand wraps with these gloves? With any gloves. Yes, you have to use hand wraps with pretty much any pair of gloves that you put on, unless you want to hurt your hands, or unless They are old school bag gloves, which later on I will do a review of what those are or what exactly that means, but they're a different kind of glove to condition your knuckles and your wrists. But with these, you have to use hand wraps. And I'd say I have medium-sized hands. The sizes to my hand will be down in the description. With hand wraps, and I make my own little padding with the hand wraps. I put my hands in the gloves and they fit fine. There's no movement. It's very comfortable. I can open and close. These feel broken in pretty much as soon as you use them, and they just feel great. So let's wrap this up. I highly recommend these gloves. They are my favorite bag gloves that I use. These are probably the gloves that I use the most overall. The best place to buy these is directly from their Rival website, where I bought these blue ones at. The white ones, I actually bought these on Mercari, and there's other apps like OfferUp or even the Facebook Marketplace, even LetGo, where you can find really good deals on gloves. A lot of people on there will sell brand new gloves. Either they bought them, they're a gift, they just don't use them. So I actually got these white ones under $100. So even with the suggestions that I made on the gloves, these I would honestly rate them a 10 out of 10 for me. They're my favorite bag gloves, and I have used a lot of different kinds of gloves, but these have to be the most comfortable, the most protection, just the best overall gloves for the heavy bag. Alright guys, so thanks for watching this video. I have plenty of more coming. I have all kinds of gloves, hand wraps, headgear, mouth guards, a lot of different boxing related things. Here's a link to my Instagram for the channel. Follow me there. You guys can let me know what you guys would like to see, what gloves you would like me to review next, or any other kind of boxing gear that you would like to